Hey there, guys. So I just wanted to do this really quickly. I'm actually in the middle of doing some research, and for someone we know, we all know and love, Mr. Ryan Van Horn, and it came to me. There's a few people asking, how do you keep all these organized, right, in a way that doesn't get crazy chaotic, because it can really quickly, especially when you have research we do on a regular, and you can see my inbox here using a random Gmail I created. It's the for the purposes of research, right? So I definitely want to say, hey, don't just set up your personal email or a business email when you're basically wanting to find out and dig in a little on competition or research for your market, right? Just saying, hey, look, what is this? What are they doing that is super successful? And that's what we're doing right now. But I wanted to just really quickly cut this video to help you on I think it's going to save a lot of time. Keep getting this question. How do I organize all the emails coming in and do what you've done, basically emulate that so I'm not getting a massive inbox that just floods. And this one specifically has been done over the last several, I want to say several years, and obviously has added up really quickly when I don't have the time to go back and do this and organize my inbox. But I will say right now, really quickly, it's worth the time. So since it's one of the topics that keeps coming around, I thought I'd cut this and show you really quick. So you basically, anything that's coming in your inbox, right, you can take and filter out, which I'm sure you already know that. But for example, there's a guy by the name of Eben Pagan recently opted in to all of his funnels, checked it out, bought some stuff, make sure we're like, digging into the right type of so it's always on the back end of a funnel to see what it looks like for people who want to use his success and say, yep, there's a portion of that we can take and glean from, model it, and then use it for our company, draw from that, get traffic from that, as well as do it successfully in the right way that makes sense for your brand, but using his methodology, some of the framework and understanding that so that, wow, okay, you can take some note, right? And say, this is what's going to help us be successful as well. Since they're already successful, we're not trying to recreate the wheel. We're not trying to do from scratch. We're not trying to be ultra pioneer, the solo pioneer that just goes out into the woods and just gets lost and figures it out for everybody. Sometimes it doesn't make sense if we want to do this speedily. The day and age we live in, we want to save time, do it efficiently. We're trying to do it wise with wisdom and do it smart, right? And do what I say is, and it's been passed around through this, program, just doing it in a way that's going to make your business fire on all cylinders and without having to go through major grind, right? And doing grinding doesn't mean necessarily the best thing for you. A person who can grind, that's awesome. The mindset, heart, and all that. But the key is we're not doing this without the oil, so that it's moving and take away the grind, make it smooth, make it efficient, make it streamlined. So this is going to help you guys. What you do in this context to filter out and send emails to a specific folder, right? And you want to do it constant so that this number, watch what happens. So I copy the email. That's where you start from. You can do that by just hovering over. Go to your settings. This is going to change the game for you. And when you go to the settings, you go down and actually at the top of the bar here, filters and blocked addresses. Click that. Go down to create a new filter, right? I haven't done it in a while. I actually took a lot away. Like I said, this is a new, not a new inbox. It's an inbox specifically for marketing and research. So then I put that here from. So anything that comes from help at Eben Pagan. Interesting. He has an interesting name. Then you go to create filter right here. Then what you're going to do is click on skip the inbox so it doesn't land on your inbox. Otherwise, your inbox gets populated massively like mine is crazily. Then you go to apply the label. We'll come back to that in a second. Click never send a spam, especially if it's something you don't want to go. If it is, this is the default for that. You can skip the inbox, click on leave it unclicked to send a spam. And also, don't forget this is a big one. Also apply filter to matching conversation. So anything that's come from Eben Pagan from that same email. So then what they'll do up here, come back to apply the label. And what I do, I'll put, especially if it's for online marketing, I've already got a major label. So as you'll see here, online marketing, boom. But the key for me right now is to just put him into, so this is new. I'll put Eben Pagan, his name, because he gets by that. That's his newest is sorry, his newest push is for his name to be bigger as a brand, right? So he's trying to brand himself, no longer just doing the marketing behind the scene as an online marketer, as a creator, course creator. They've done programs, they've done a lot of things, and doing six figures in short amount of time, as well as building out programs for others and helping them get there. Now hitting like 2 Comma Club a few times, 10x, a few things. He's done a lot. So that's why I'm researching him for specific people. And he comes into my inbox, right? But I don't want this to continue to keep flooding me, because that's what they're good at too. They are excellent at email marketing, and getting people to sign up for new programs. Doesn't happen like overwhelmingly. Well, that's a great thing. Side note, I'll create that new, right? And while you see it here, that's great. But if you just create it in a structure of not understanding this from the online marketing side, it's just going to go to a random place. Then you'll look for his name. But what I'd like to do is choose. Here's the deal. Choose that label. I'm sorry. So now that I've created, that's right. So I created it here, right? Eben Pagan. That's great, and that's not a problem. But the problem is like I said, it'll go to that one folder created with his name on it. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to take that, unclick, go to new label. See, so actually I'm going to go to online marketing, boom, and apply it there. But the best way, this will save time and show you the difference, is create a new. I should have done that from the beginning, but I just want to show you how quickly this can be done in gathering all his stuff. So I'm going to do that one more time and select underneath. This is for my purposes of keeping it very organized, and put it under the online marketing main folder. So you'll see we have so many folders already, and then I'll drop it here as the nest label under, right? So it'll go under online marketing and his name, create it, boom. Now it's going to go in that direction, in the right place, and I create the filter, and you'll see all these populate that he sent before, and you can see one of many. That's why I chose him as well. Like I said, they're experts at email marketing and put a lot of time into it, but it's one of 100, right? Of many. So it just keeps going. This could go for days. If I really click through it and went to the right, I'll show you really quickly. 200 of many, and it just keeps going. So that's the main thing. Now here's where it's got it created. Again, here you'll see it confirmed from Eben Pagan. Skip the inbox, go right to this in folder, right? Specific folder that I created as a filter, and never send it to spam, because I wanted to see if I want to go back and reference his emails and get context and understand what type of emails, what is he doing for messaging. We do a deep dive. We can go there. It's already in this section. You'll see it on the left panel right here under the online marketing. So you'll scroll down to online marketing, right? If it isn't opened already as a main tab, you just hit that diamond, right, and drop down, and then you'll see him Eben Pagan right there. So all of his emails, when I click on that now, it'll take me to all the emails that he's written with that specific email address, right? Or similar, which is why I clicked that at the very bottom of that step previous. So that was just a quick video. I want to make sure you get aware of that. And then if I go to my inbox now, the number's already dropped down to 59, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, that's right, buddy. That's my son in the background. And so just so you have an idea, I mean, this is going to help you like crazy, and I can continue to go to the next person, right? Info from Maria Fileo. She's amazing. She does awesome work. Also online marketing, has programs, interviewed some key big players. And I've done research on her specifically to an industry competitor who wants to do something similar. And so, again, I've done multiple times where I don't have time to go back in there and actually go and, do this every 5 minutes. So it takes time. Like I said, you can spend hours, right, doing this, but if you do it from the very beginning, so that's the key. When I'm on fire and I'm just going and researching, I'm going through the funnel of someone's a program or checking to see what are they doing that's winning. I don't always necessarily go in here and do this beforehand because I want to get to the inbox. I want to get their email into the inbox, and then I keep moving forward. I go back and reference that later, so they could already populate 3, 4 emails before you even check it. So again, it's the system of going to settings, filter, and block addresses. And this is where you can actually block them as well. So, get an idea. You copy and paste the email, right? And you could, if there's specific words that they always say or doesn't have, right? That's great. The size is greater than. So the email size is a really big one. You want to make sure you're filtering out, great. Or it has attachments, or don't, if you don't want to include the chats, great. You click that. So I create a filter. Like I said, skip the inbox, right? If you wanted to go directly to spam, there's a way to actually forward it to, right? Or forward it to yourself to another address, to a separate address. You can do that as well. And I always say, always apply filter to 35 matching conversations. So that's pretty cool. Mark as read, you can do that as well. Just so you know, this list is really helpful. Never send it to spam, like I said on this one, or you can always send it to spam if you wanted to. You can do the opposite. Sorry, guys. That's right. Apply this label, choose the label, create new. I'll put Maria for Leo, and then put it under online marketing, and there you go. Great. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Like my desk pal for today. So that's it. Hope this helps you, and hope this helps you save some time and energy and all the other things that can go down in a business. Actually using this method of research, and then not letting your inbox go to madness like I have. So just wanted you to see that. It's going to populate. You'll see it now populate here, like I said before, and you can just keep on moving from there. All right, guys, have a great one.